This project for storage at Roberson Museum was a really big undertaking. From where we were to where we have gotten, the whole space had to be cleared out. We had to paint in here, but really the big deal is this fabulous storage system. And this is going to allow us to store thousands and thousands of objects that belong to the Broome County Historical Society that are currently housed in our vault, which is going to give everybody even more room for our collections. Lighting in here was really critical. It's important that the objects in our collections avoid UV light, so these LED lights that were provided by OEO are perfect for that. There is almost no UV light, and also they are really inexpensive to run. We heard about this program through the Greater Binghamton Chamber, which allowed us access to all of these great bulbs that are perfect in this exact setting. These art screens are a critical part to collection storage. They allow us to store paintings, clocks, shelving, basically anything that you can hang on a wall. It allows us to store much more densely. The high density storage is really what we were looking for here because there are so many objects in the Broome County Historical Society's collections, and they're all really significant. So having a higher density storage with these movable shelves, the movable art racks, and then shortly, this whole center section is going to be filled with large shelving for furniture storage, because there's also a huge collection of chairs, dressers, beds, clocks, and all kinds of other things that wouldn't fit on these shelves, but throughout the center section here, they'll fit just right on a larger bulk shelving system. You might be wondering why we are in the Sears Harkness Gallery. This used to be the Sears Harkness Hall, and some of you might remember the theater that used to be in here. It was a very large theater, and there was a stage right behind me. Part of the stage is the fly loft, and the fly loft is designed to hold all of the lighting and curtains up above the stage so that it doesn't interact with what's going on down on the stage. Back in the early 2000s, we made some adjustments to turn this theater into our large Sears Harkness Gallery. And part of those changes were to create the fly loft space, so called because it was the fly space above the stage where the curtains were. We added some structural support, a concrete floor, and thus the fly loft was created and is now home to storage for the Broome County Historical Society's artifacts. The largest portion of funding for this project came from the New York State Council on the Arts, and it was a transformative grant that we received. The other portion came largely from a local foundation, but we've also had some donations throughout the course of this project. Schuler Haas Electrical did a great job upgrading all the electric in here with outlets, light fixtures, exit signs, and also the Beach Brothers painting services. They were so great to work with. They painted this whole room from top to bottom and were really generous with their pricing with us. And I am so grateful for all of the folks who helped us out with getting this project off the ground and ready to hold some new objects. This renovation is one of many that's happening here at the museum, and it's all part of Roberson's capital campaign. It's been a long time since there have been massive upgrades to this space. What we are looking to do is improve our sustainability, both financially and environmentally, create new spaces for community events, classes, seminars, but also we are looking to make sure that we are maintaining spaces for the art and artifacts in our care. The artifacts in our care require very specific conditions in order to keep them safe. That means controlled humidity, controlled temperatures, and we have a responsibility to taking care of these objects. So making sure that we have spaces that are appropriate for storage of these items and also display of these items is important. That's why we're looking at new HVAC systems, and the fly loft as a storage area is one more part of this large project. If you are interested in learning more about Roberson's capital campaign, go to roberson.org/campaign or give us a call here at the museum. I would love to have a conversation with you about how you can be involved and also leave a legacy here at the museum for future generations.